Start recording. Okay. So, last class we had discussed about how to implement a scripted pipeline, and already you know how to implement a declarative pipeline and all. So same script yesterday I updated. So with the scripted pipeline. So the only the syntax will change, and some of the steps we need to remove the steps and all. Apart from this, here it will starts with pipeline and all. And if you come to scripted pipeline, starts with node, and so there we are calling specific node and all. Once the node is done, that tools configuration, once the tools is done, there is a stages is the root tag. Under stage we can add many stages, and same way if you come to scripted pipeline node, and declare the variables and all. Node, declare the variables and all, and also directly we can add a stage by stage. There is no steps, there is no steps. So directly we can add so many stages whatever we want. Okay. So already last class we seen, right? So anyone tried, anyone any challenges, any issues? Scripted or declarative pipeline. So initial will get so many errors. So initial will get many errors. Okay, initial will get so many errors. So just try, will get succeeded. So that is, let me start my instances. 1 second. Hello, sorry. What are you?
Screen not visible.
Screening not visible.
Yes, sir.
Screen sharing, sir.
Okay, okay. Already I said, I think. Okay. Mm, oh, okay, okay. Now can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So that is done. Okay. So now already last class we seen, right? This is very very important in inter-purpose as well as in real time. Pipeline is very very important. So most of the people, MS Paint. So most of the people, what they are asking. So first question is they are asking like, so what is pipeline? And simply they are asking, can you explain your project pipeline process and all, pipeline stages and all. So so these are the steps we need to by heart. This is very simple only, but almost all repeated steps. I hope everyone know, right? Only we need to remember the main task and all. So one or two people, they are mostly 99% they are asking, can you write pipeline code and all. If you are using any pipeline, maybe scripted pipeline or declarative, whatever it may be, they are asking like, so they are asking like, can you write so your pipeline code and all. So we need to remember these steps and all. Now see here, these are the very simple steps only, almost all are repeated only, right? So my one, so here whatever script we added, that added based on your knowledge and all. And so we can add one stage for continuous stages, right? At least if you write so this syntax and all, so they will get some impression, or else right, if you do, if you blindly if you sit means they are thinking different way. So this is the continuous or SCM, source code management. So here mostly 100% don't as it is, don't write anything, just give. Okay, so git like right, branch. Okay, this is the dev branch. Now right, what are already we added three parameters. One is branch name, one is branch I added, and also one is added credential ID. So one is so credential ID added, and the third one is repo git URL added, right? So these are the same. Now one more stage. So same, this is the one stage. Under the stage we need to add steps also, right? So this is the syntax scripted.
Yes.
They
Steps.
are expecting this one only, mostly they are expecting this syntax. So remaining and all, that is based on requirement we can change, but mostly they are expecting this one. Next one more stage, right, one more stage. For example, compile the source code stage. So stage, and so here whatever you want based on your knowledge, what you points you remember, just add it. Compile code, source code, compile SCM. So under the stage, So these syntax they are expecting. Okay. So like this, whatever steps so that steps and all just add it. So they will ask which pipeline you are using, scripted pipeline or declarative pipeline. So which pipeline you are familiar on that, which pipeline you are familiar on that, just explain it only that pipeline. Suppose if you don't know declarative pipeline, don't tell declarative pipeline. So we are using scripted. Suppose you are familiar with declarative, we can say. So based on your reply only they will ask. So this is very very important. Many all people also, if they touch Jenkins means first they are asking the pipeline. Next question they are asking. So which pipeline you are using? Declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline. And if you say declarative pipeline, they will ask what is difference between declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline. So just at least 1 or 2 points. So we have to explain. Correct. So we would explain at least 1 or 2 points. And the next question they will ask, can you write your project pipeline code? What are the stages you added? So what are the stages we are using? So that case we can add these are the stages. Now we know as continuous download, continuous compile, and artifact file, deployment also and if you have any sonar cube and all, so that case we can add these are the stages. Right now we don't know. Anyway, I will show you later. So this is the one stage. So this is also one stage. And so this is also we need to add like one stage for sonar cube or any code coverage and all. So like this we are adding. So these are the many stages. We can explain anything, whatever just we can explain. So my current project we are using continuous download. We are under continuous compilation. Once code is downloaded, compile the code. Next we are once compilation is done, we are generating the artifact file. Once generate artifact file is done, and so we are pick the latest artifact file from my Jenkins server, and automatically it will go to deploy into my test server. And so next stage like email also, if you have any sonar cube and all, we can right now I didn't explain, right? Sonar cube I will show you later. Now so if you want to upload any nexus and all, so that case also we can use so deploy. So these are the stages we can explain. Even if you don't know orally we can explain. Clear? Anyone any doubt?
Yeah, clear, sir.
This is very very important, just by heart it. So hardly right? So hardly only we need to remember 10 lines. Remaining all lines almost repeated only. So no need to remember everything. Only you have to remember so maximum 10 to 15 lines only. So these lines almost all are repeated, right? See here, if we come to here, these are the same only stage. Now if you come to say each stage steps up to common only one line we need to remember, only one line. See here, almost we are using only one line. So these are the deploy means we need to install the nexus server. Right now we don't have, right? I will show you nexus server and also. So that's on our cube and nexus server. And if you want to, we can add one more stage, email also. Anyway, Gmail here not working, that is the reason I didn't add that stage also. Just we can explain orally. Just see here, we need to by heart these stages, these steps and all. So almost 90% they are asking, can you write your pipeline code? What are the stages you are using current project? Now got it? Clear?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Now you know what is a declarative pipeline, you know what is scripted pipeline. Now there is one more pipeline also is there. So now there is one more pipeline is there. So this is a 50% people they are asking. So multi-branch pipeline, Jenkins multi-branch pipeline, multi-branch, multi-branch pipeline. So what is multi-branch pipeline and what are the uses? Now we'll see. This is also many people they ask this question. So what is Jenkins multi-branch pipeline and so how it will work? See here, the Jenkins multi-branch pipeline project type enable to implement different Jenkins files for different branches. So as of now, I used how many branches I used here? One branch or different branches? Now mostly here, just
One branch,
assume
sir.
only one branch, correct? So
Yes.
mostly see here, I use dev branch or master branch or test branch or feature branch or any branch. So as of now, I configure only one branch. Now there is if we come to Jenkins, there is one more type also is there. That is what is that pipeline? multi-branch pipeline. Very, very important interview also. So most of the people asked this question. So can you explain multi-branch pipeline? So this is also one pipeline. This is also one pipeline, and so this is very simple. Sorry, let me. Where is this IP? IP I need. This is my Jenkins server, public IP. So coming to here, just paste it, colon, so 8080, 8080. So now let me log in. Admin, admin. Now see here. So this is the multi-branch. So we'll see. Now as of now, if you go to dashboard and if you click on new item. Now, as of now, you know what is freestyle project, and if we have any Maven and all, we can select Maven project. And if we have any pipeline, if you want to implement stages and all, so that case we go for pipeline. So that is one more multi-configuration project. Now see here, multi-branch pipeline. This is the multi-configuration. So this is a multi-branch pipeline. So now we are going to discuss this one. See here, create a set of pipeline projects according to detected branches in on one SCM repository. SCM repository. Now just assume, so this is very interesting. So this is my repository. Now understand? So as of now, so this is my GitHub repository. This is my GitHub repository. GitHub, so repository. Correct? Now I have, so now already this is my branch name. Just assume. This is my repo, Maven, so web hyphen application. This is my repository. Correct? Under repository, I have many branches. Clear? So here I have master branch, I have master branch, I have dev branch. So there is many branches we are maintaining. So this is the test branch, and this is the just assume feature branch and all. Now I have four branches. Now as of now I implemented a pipeline, right? I implemented pipeline. I implemented that is pipeline. So I implemented only one branch. Now for example, if we have 10 branches, can you implement a 10 branches pipeline? No, right? No need to implement. So repository, only one repository, but only I have many branches. So for each branch, so as of now, you know, right? For each branch, we need to write this pipeline script and all. I don't want like this. For overcome this problem, there is one more option is there, multi-branch pipeline. Create set of pipeline projects according to detected branches and one SCM repository. And one more thing. So as of now, I have four master branch, development branch, testing branch, feature branch. Now, okay, four jobs are trigger, four jobs are created. Now, next week, I am going to create one more branch, feature branch one. So for this, who will create again pipeline? Who will trigger this job? So manually we have to do, right? I don't want like this. If I create any new branch, if I create any new branch also, automatically I want to create one job. No need to create manually. Only I am going to create one branch. Only I am going to create one pipeline project, and with the help of that pipeline, and so if we create new branch, so if how many branches available in particular repository, so those many jobs automatically it will create. You no need to worry. So that case you go for multi-branch pipeline. So here itself we can understand, create set of pipeline projects, create set of pipeline projects according to detected branches in one SM repository. Phone చేస్తారా? So according to your so repository. So if you created, whenever if a new branch is created, whenever if new branch is created, so automatically you want to scan that branch, and automatically you want to create that branch name. So that branch name, that's it. So that case we go for. Now let me create how to create. Clear guys? Anyone any doubt here? No need to create manually. If any new branch is created, automatically it will create one job for that branch. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Now see how it will work. Now see, so DevOps, mul- okay. Now I'm going to select a multi-branch pipeline. That's it. Now, so display name, we can give these are the multi-branch pipeline, and description and all we can add it. Now see here we can see some options. See here, discard old bill substance and all. These are the common only. Now if you come to here, so add source code. Where is your repository? Select Git. So select Git. Now which is your project repository? Now you know, right? Same story up to here. Git. So my repository name coming to here. So for this, I am going to. So if you observe here, so as of now, I created a single. Now if you observe here, main branch, development branch, master branch, test branch. Total we have 4 branches. Now how it will work? Observe here. Now I have so copy this, and coming to here, paste it, and so credential. If you want to, we can add credential and all. And so these are the behavior discover branches. Now see here, so see these are the default, so these are the default behavior, how it will work. Advanced behavior, if you want to, we can change anything, we can add it. So there is many options available, but all are no need to worry. So which one you needed? So right now I am using same only. So now property strategy, so all branches get the same property. I don't want to different properties. So for all branches same properties only. And build configuration file. So what is the file name? Default. So if we come to here, even development and something, and so this is the default file name, right? Let me select the same thing only, you don't worry, default file name. And so if you want to create anything, we can. That's it. Here nothing to, no need to do anything. So only we need to add repository. This is my project repository, and this is my credential, and behavior. Automatically it will detect. Or so any branches is there, clean before. Let me check it. There is one option is there, or else default discover tags, filter by name with regular behavior clone. Apply. Save. Now see here. Now if you observe here, so multi-branch pipeline. So how many jobs created here? Only one or three?
Three jobs.
So did I create any one manually?
No, no.
No. See here, development branch, one job is created, and the same way, and so master branch, it is one job is created, and it is running automatically. It will run build also. So automatically it is triggering build also. But anyway, these all are failed because so we need to update script and all. But development, let me check it. Come to here. Now see here. Yesterday I updated, right? Anyway, this last step will fail. Now that IP changed, right? The last step will fail. So IP change. Now just wait. Still it is waiting. Now see here. So what it is happening means it is discovering the branches. So this is my repository. In the repository, how many branches you have? For all branches, no need to create separately. No need to create separately based on your branch. What it Jenkins server will do? It will scan your repository and it will scan your branches. How many branches you have? And each branch we have Jenkins file, right? Suppose if any branch don't have Jenkins file, it won't trigger. But I have these things, right? Now it will take time here. Anyway, for last step will fail. We know, right? The last step will fail. So that I don't have that. See here, while trying to deploy, here it will fail. So remaining all stages it is executed. See here, automatically it is created and it is compiled the source code and it is generating the artifact file. Once artifact file, this is the compilation, everything done. Now it is generating the artifact file and all. It is generated the artifact file, and once that is done, and see here, artifact file is generated. Now it is trying to deploy. Anyway, here it will fail. I know why it is fail. So because the IP we need to update it, otherwise it won't work. Now if we come to here, so where is multi-branch pipeline? DevOps, multi-branch pipeline. Now see here, these two are failed by default. These two are failed. Now see, so master, because I do that credentials and all, it won't work. So that is the reason it will fail. And one more branch, test branch. So here also we need to update credential and all, that server and all, I need to update. So that is the reason it will fail. So this, for example, see here the configuration also it will not supported. Specific version it is not applied. We need to update this all these things. So now if we come to here, so if we come to here, last one. This is also fail because last step it will fail. So remaining all steps executed. See here. So SCM done, and so this is the tools that done. Continuous download also done, and compilation also done, and generate artifact also done. Only last stage failed. I know how why you fail means. So if you go to here, if you go to configure view configuration, if you click on the view configuration, so if you want to update anything, we can check it. We can update anything, we can update it. But if you want to work with, go to repository and go to dev branch, go to Jenkins file. And so here we need to update this my IP. Now changed IP. So actually my that server also not started. I need to start my Tomcat server, and also I need to update this IP. Otherwise it won't work. This last step. So if you restart means right now I am using so public IP. So every time public IP will change if you restart your instance. If you restart your instance, every time it will change. If you restart your instance, every time it will change. So that is the reason it won't work. Now just assume. Now as of now we have. So now go to here. We'll see some configurations and all. These are the basics only. Coming to here. This is the job, right? If we come to here, view configuration. So if you want to change anything, discard word builds, do not allow concurrent builds or GitHub repository, and there is SCM if you want to configure any SCM and all. So we can configure, and this is the pipeline. So right now, let me refresh it. Why it is now? Okay. So advanced options, these are the pipeline. So everything it is coming. See here, it is not enabled. So all are these steps and whatever you want, we can modify it. And now if we come to here, so there is one more option, check the fingerprint project relationship you don't want pipeline syntax. So if you want to, these are the snippet tools already you know, right? If you want to add any steps and all, we can use same thing only. And so pipeline, multi-branch pipeline events, I don't want scan log and all. Now here one more thing we can see. So this is the configuration stage view, stage views, full view. I don't want build now changes. I don't want any changes. View configuration. So these are the default configuration only. Now let me create one branch. Now as of now we can see three. So I have three branches, and so three jobs created automatically. Now so here scenario is I'm feature next print. I am going to create one more branch here. I am going to create one more branch here. But what about this branch? Who will take care this branch? So do I create manually for this branch? No. So what is the behavior? The Jenkins server keep on scanning your repository. If any new branches created in our repository, automatically it will scan that branch. There is one option is there. See here, scan multi-branch pipeline now. Suppose if you create any branch, so now as of now I have three branches and three projects created automatically. Now I'm going to create one branch here. Now let's check it. Master or development branch I am selecting, and I'm going to create one more branch. Okay. So branch name is feature branch. So feature branch. I'm going to create feature branch. So that's it. Create. Now branch is created. Now see here. Now I have one more branch I created. Now if you come to here, if you come to here dashboard, if you come to here, if you come to multi-branch here, now as of now we have only three branches, three projects we have. Now just now I created one more branch, right? Now automatically you want to create, so we want to configure this branch also. So how to configure? Go to here, and just click on scan multi-branch pipeline now. Now observe here what is happening. If I click on this, if I click on now it is coming here, right? If we click on that, now see here this is the multi-branch pipeline, and so it is which branch it is scanning? The feature branch. Which branch it is scanning? Feature branch. Now if you observe here, now one more branch, one more project also automatically it is created. Clear? No need to create manually for each develop each branch. No need to create any job and all. So now I clicked on the scan multi-branch pipeline. Now if any new branch created in our repository, what Jenkins server will do, it will scan your repository. If any new branch is created, automatically it will create one more project. Now got it? Anyone any doubt here? Hello.
Yeah, fine, sir.
So that is the advantage of a multi-branch pipeline. So multi-branch pipeline. So for example, if we create any new branch in our repository, what Jenkins server will do? Jenkins server will scan your repository. So this is a branch, right? So this is a repository. Now what Jenkins server scan your repository. Jenkins server scan your repository. If any new branch is created, if any new branch is created, so automatically it will scan that branch and it will create the pipeline. So now it will work. So anyway, I created branch from development. Now see here, here also it will execute all steps. See, anyway, last step will fail. So the last deployment step will fail. So we need to update that public IP and all. Otherwise, it won't work. So now see here. So continuous download also done. Compilation also done, and so generate artifact files also done, and so continuous deployment also it is trying, but anyway here it will fail. Now it won't work. So because the server is not in start, and also we need to update that public IP also. So where we need to update? Go to that particular branch. Now feature branch, go to Jenkins file. So under the Jenkins file, here we need to update your path and all. So here I need to update this my where is your my Tomcat server is running. So that instance IP. So this is that instance IP. So if you update this one, so now automatically this last stage also it will work. The last stage also it will work. Clear? Anyone any doubt?
Yeah,
Clear
clear, sir.
guys? So this is configuration and all very simple only. Now based on this automatically it will scan and it will trigger. And remaining there is many options available here, and that is based on your requirement. So we can configure whatever you want. Now, so now we know what is declarative pipeline, and what is scripted pipeline, and what is multi-branch pipeline. So multi-branch pipeline, if you want to understand that only one line we can remember, that's it. So if any new branch is created, create set of pipeline projects. See here, it will create a set of pipeline projects according to detected branches. How many branches you have in the particular repository? So based on that branches, automatically it will create the pipeline. Automatically it will create the pipeline. Suppose in future, if we create new branch, so Jenkins server scan that branch and auto it will create one project, one job. Now based on this, it will trigger the your job. It will build the your project. Got it? Clear?
Clear, sir.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Now, so if it is clear, now there is one more topic also is there. Intro, there are many people they asked Jenkins shared library. Jenkins shared library. So now of the first try to understand concept. Now if we come to organization, so this is my organization. This is my organization. So just assume this is my ABC org. Okay. Now suppose if we have limited projects. only one project means so we can write your own pipeline and all. In my project, so in my organization, I have many projects running, right? So many projects are running. So just assume, just 20 projects, pipeline projects I want to create. 20 pipeline projects. 20 projects I want to configure. That's it. That is your target. Now, if you one project means I can create one pipeline. I can create one pipeline, and so that pipeline code and all I can implement, right? So via scripted area, or we can implement via, so that is that is right, SCM also, whatever it may be, that is based on your right, knowledge. So now I have 20 projects. In each projects I have some common steps. For example, I have 20 Java projects. 20 Java projects. In each projects I am same steps only, right? I want to continue the stage one. We need to use one, right? So I want to download continuous download or SCM. And second, for each project, so compile the code, correct? Compile source code. And also I want to generate artifact file, and also we want to deploy. So there is many stages I implemented for one project. So like that I have 20 projects. Now each and every project we need to implement this all steps, right? There is time waste. Some of the common steps and all common steps. So now see here, compilation common, generate artifact file also common, and if we have same repository we can use same code, and also deploy artifact files. That is common steps. Now I want to implement common steps on different way. So that is reusability. The main thing is reusability. This is the reusability. Re Reusable. Reusable means every time no need to implement all steps and all. So whenever if you want to create any project, if you want to create any job, so we'll check it. It is related to Java project. A Java project. There are some common steps is there. Why you need to implement all steps every project? So that code and all I am going to keep in. There is a one concept is there. Jenkins share library. Jenkins share library. So if you use Jenkins share library, so this is the one, right, extended with share library, the pipeline adapted to more projects to organization. So if you have many projects, some of common steps, I don't want to implement in all projects. Some of common steps. If you want to implement some of common steps, so we need to follow some structure and all, and also we need to give some separate repository. See here, a share repository is defined with the name, source code, retrieval method such as SCM, and also see here, and also we need to, if you install this SM plugin, and we need to call, this is the syntax. This is the syntax, dollar library, your library name and version. So these are the directory structure and all. So this is the directory structure. So we can use this is the root, src, groovy source files and all, and these are the variables. So these are the variables, and these are the resources. And under the resource we can use we can use many. See here, organization for bar.json and 4.groovy and 4.txt, and so these are the some of the default directory structure. So this is the default directory structure. So if you want to configure any Jenkins share library, we need to follow, this is the structure. See here, so defining share library, and so there is a different versions. And also if you want to call, this is the directory structure. Actually we need to create the one repository, and so we can follow at least src or variables or resources. So these are the total related to GUI source files and all we are keeping under the src, and all variables files, some of variables files and all we need to keep under the variables. And so see here, static, some of the common functionality and all, so we can keep under the resource tag. But at least these are, one is mandatory, or if we want to we can maintain a three also, no problem. Now once that is done, and so how to call? So if you want to call that share library and all. So this is the syntax. See here, at library and your library name. But I know, right, where is my library name, how to declare this library name. So this and all first we need to declare. These are the steps. So see here, first we need to create the global share library. See, there are several places we can share libraries. We can define, depends on the use case. So if you want to first declare the, this is the path. Go to global share library. You know, right? If you go to Jenkins server, so this is my Jenkins server. If you go to dashboard, if you go to manage Jenkins, if you go to configure system, so last previous 2 3 classes before already I told, right, there is a one path is there. What is this? Shared. So global pipeline libraries. So there is one option available. So first here you need to create that library name and all. So it's here shareable library available to any pipeline jobs running on the system. If we declare this library we can call any your job. So suppose I have 100 jobs, we can call 100 jobs. For example, we have 50 jobs. There are some of common steps and all I am going to implement. So that and all we can add here. See, this is the path. So this and all, see, there is several places, share libraries we can define. Depends on the use case. Manage Jenkins, go to configuration system, under we can search, this is the option. See, global pipeline. Now, so there is one option available. See here, if you click on here, there is a add. So if we click on add, now this is the library name. We can give any name. We can give any name. See here, an identifier, we can pick this library name. We can give any name. So suppose here I given ABC name, or I given some name XYZ name. This name I am going to in my script level. That's it. So anyway, here we can give so any name. For example, so DevOps LAB I given. Next, this is the default version. So default version. So now see here, if you want to maintain the default version of the library, load if the script has not selected another, so might be branch name or tag name or commit ID. So here we can pass any name by default version. So anyway, I am giving so main, already main also, right? If we create any branch and all, default it will come main only. So whatever it may be, we can pass a tag name, or we can give any branch name, or we can give any commit ID also. That is your wish. Okay. So this is the pipeline. That is right, plugin, Groovy library plugin. It is coming from Groovy library plugin. Now, if you see here, allow default versions and include so library, and there is a see modern SCM and Git. Now see here, loads library from. So where is your repository? Where is your common methods and all reusable to code? So what is the structure we need to follow? So this is the structure I need to follow. This is my directory structure. So we need to follow SRC, variables, resources. So like this, we need to add one structure. So already that is available here. I will show you. And so already, if you want to, we can use same library also, no problem. So Jenkins share library. This is the one repository. So in this repository, already we maintain already my code and all we are maintaining here only. See here, variables. So variables, this is my some common reusable methods and all. If you click on, so for example, stages. See here, so this is the one method. This is the one function. Def call. I am passing some name, string name, and my string name is build. I want to create package. Or my string name is sonar cube. I want to generate sonar cube. Or my string name is something nexus. I want to generate. So these are the reusability. Every time no need to use it. So see here variables. Now hello world. This is the one method, just def. This is the function name, and we can give call method, and this is the sh echo hello world. So somewhere if I call this file name, automatically it will print this line. So automatically it will print this line. So automatically it will print this line. Now see here, there is one more also is there, hello world. This is a build. So now here we declare one method def, and we can give any name, call, string, Maven goal. Just a naming convention I given Maven goal. Now runtime I'm passing script level here goal only. Suppose if clean means mn clean, I want to execute mn clean. Suppose I pass compile, I want to compile the source code and all. Suppose if I give test, I want to execute the test cases. Suppose if I give package, whatever string parameter coming here, so it will check. For example, if I give package, now it will checking package equal to clean false. Now it will come to here else part. It is checking, right? If any, right, in shell scripting also we seen many if conditions already sir explained, right? So for example, if a equal to b, I want to do something, if condition is satisfied, I want to execute this one. Suppose if it is not, if it is not matched, now control cursor goes to this condition. So ma1 package equal to compile not matched. Now it will come to here else part. Now package equal to test not matched, coming to here. If package equal to package x, yes, correct. Now it will execute this command. So these are the reusability. So for example, I have 100 projects. In 100 projects, every time I need to give that code and all, right? This code. Every time I need to call this command, and every time I need to call this command, and every time I need to call this command. So these are the repetitive test steps. These are the repetitive steps. I don't want to write a hard coding and all. So that is for this case. So this is the option. So Jenkins support share library. You know, right? What is share library? Simply, if you want to understand reusability, that's it. So don't think beyond. So share library is nothing but reusability. So share library is nothing but reusability. So some of the common steps and all, I am going to keep somewhere. I am maintaining somewhere on repository. So whenever I need, with the help of Jenkins share library, I am recalling it. I am calling those, right, reusable methods and all, reusable functions and all. So that case we go for Jenkins share library. Clear, guys? Anyone any doubt? So simply remember reusability. In interview also, if they are asking what is Jenkins share library, some of common functions and all we are going to implement in share library. Whenever if we need, I am going to call that functions and all. That's it. Clear? It's not ready. Common shareable resources. Simply if you want to understand
Yes.
common shareable resources, some of common things for everyone, for every project. So that type of code and all we are going to implement a separate repository, and with the help of that Jenkins share library, we can call it.
Oh,
Okay. So these are the steps. So what are the first step? Go to your Jenkins server. Go to your Jenkins server, and if you go to dashboard, and if you go to manage Jenkins, first step, go to manage Jenkins, and go to configure system. If you go to configure system, if you search share library share library. So this is the option. See
no.
here, shareable libraries available to any pipeline job running on this system. So these libraries will be trusted, meaning they run without sandbox. So the are commons. Just click on add. Now it is asking a library name. We can give any name. We can give any name. Okay. So for example, I given so DevOps. Okay, DevOps test library. Whatever you name, lib library, and the default version we can give commit id, we can give branch name, or we can give right, commit id tag name also. Now I given. Now if we come to here, this is the retrieval method. So leave it this default options, no need to change anything and all, no need to change anything and all. So this is the retrieval method, modern scm, and also legacy scm. So leave it the same modern scm, and loads library from the scm plugin using the newer versions and all, and repository. So what is which repository we are using? Git, or we are using GitHub, whatever it may be, select it. I am using Git, and your repository name, and this is my repository name, share library repository name. So actually this is my repository name. Okay. Now click on here, copy this, and so if we credentials and all, just add it credentials and all, and so these are the discovery branches. So these are the default um, anything already added, right? So no need, that's it. So no need to do anything here. So just if this is optional, no need to do apply save. This is the one step, one part is done. So now we created share library and all. Before that, so we need to create a code and all, common functionality and all, common functions, common methods and all. And so we need to maintain so any repository. So already we have some repositories, Jenkins share library. This is my repository. This is public only. If you want to, we can call it also. If you want to, we can reuse it also. If you want to, we can also reuse it also.
Sir,
So
the only for Linux.
which one? This is a not Linux.
No,
It will work anywhere. Windows also it will work.
okay.
Share library means this is the one
ఆ,
service, right?
అది
We can.
వర్క్ అవుతుంది సార్ మనం కామన్ స్టెప్స్ మీరు షేర్డ్
ఇక్కడ
లైబ్రరీ
ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ ఉండేది ఓన్లీ లైనక్స్ కరెక్ట్.
లైనక్స్
సో
రైట్
ఇక్కడ నా repository ఉండే కోడ్ ఓన్లీ లైనక్స్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ సీ హియర్ వేర్ ఇస్ దిస్ షేర్ లైబ్రరీ.
షేర్డ్
If you see sh means this is Linux only.
ఎస్ ఎస్
Batch means
దట్స్ రైట్
bat. So if you
అది
see somewhere, see here I am using sh.
ఎస్
This are it will work only Linux.
లైనక్స్
Okay, it won't work in Windows. Don't try in Windows. Now got it right?
ఎస్ సార్
Okay, see all are I am using SSH. It is running. So if your Jenkins server is running Linux machine only, it will work. If your Jenkins server is running Windows machine, it won't work. So that case we need to update. So batch file, bat, you know right? So how it
ఎస్
will
ఎస్
work. So this is the share library, and so now I use it only variables. So what are the mandatory? So we can use these are the directory step. What is this? These are the not here. These are the structure. So src and variables and resources. So right now I used which one? Only variables only I used. Correct.
ఎస్ ఎస్
So if you want to, we can add src or we can add resources. At least one is this is the directory structure. The directory structure of the share library, as we need to follow, these are the structure. So we need to one src directory, variables directory, resource directly. In src directory and all, we can use all groovy related source files and all, we can keep it. Right now I don't have anything. And so just a variable, I declare few of the methods and all here, functions and all, and I keep it here. And I don't have any resources, so we can queue some of the external libraries also, we can add it here. But at least we need to follow, this is the directory structure. Right now I excluded this, I don't want really, that is I excluded. I added at least variables. So under this directory I created so few methods, the few functions. So what are those functions? These are the functions. See here, build.groovy, hello world.groovy, stages.groovy. Extension should be groovy only. Okay, so extension should be, we can add multiple files here also. So we can add whatever you want. Clear? So for example, if you want to give any name, we can add it. So it will add. So now each method, each so function I added something. Now see here. So this is the hello world. Just I print only this method. This is the function. This is the name call. I call sh echo hello world. If my script anyway, if somewhere if I use this use this, if I use this name, so automatically it will print so echo hello Jenkins share library, like this will get a message. Okay. So anyway, just next class I will show you so clearly how it will work and all. And again I need to create the script and all, and so I need to add those and all, and I will show you. So these are the two steps. So first step, first part is to go to your Jenkins server and go to manage Jenkins and go to global so library path. We need to add our library path and all. And second step, again we need to create some jobs. In that job I can call those methods and all. So next class I will show you how it will work. In interview also many people ask this question, what is so Jenkins share library? So that is the reason. So just remember one line answer. What is Jenkins share library means? Simply reusability. So some of the common functionality we are going to implement, and so that functionality every job, every project we can reuse it. So no need to write again scratch level. Clear? Anyone any doubt?
యా క్లియర్ సార్
Clear Krishna Reddy? Yeah, okay. Okay, so next class I will show you So that's it from my side. And so if you have any doubt, and we can ask, or else we'll wind up and we'll connect tomorrow. Okay. So yesterday we got right video and that file. Everyone got it right. Jenkins file, script file, declarative and scripted pipeline file. Correct?
Yes.